very nicely. You know, this is definitely an uphill battle for TrainHard, but as they said, we are no strangers to the upset here in Rocket League, so maybe something special happens today.
Well, that's why we play the games, to see if there's anything unexpected that might just happen. Early on, Endpoint getting a shot and a miss from Relating Wave. That puts pressure on Metza. Not the greatest bounce either. Into the middle. Defensive collapse early on for Endpoint.
Yeah, all goes back to that miss from Relating Wave. Put Metza in a real tough spot. Couldn't win the challenge, and trying to get it across the net quickly to recover possession there. Picked off by Catalysm, and excellent start for TrainHard. Couldn't ask for anything better.
And that's what Quick Chat is for. Sorry. Relating Wave waiting for Virtuoso. Virtuoso gets demoed. Relating Wave 0 boost. Endpoint, they're not looking too in form at the moment. TrainHard has been very good at keeping pressure on, getting some aggression early as well, getting those demos, and that's normally something you expect out of Endpoint. Another demo coming out from Cryptos.
And I was really just wondering if they were going to commit to that demo as well. And I think you're right. Coming out here and setting the tone early with we're the ones in the driver's seat here is, honestly, it's a brilliant approach. The fact they're able to capitalize off that early mistake, and now they still feel the confidence to go and push forward and get aggressive and force Endpoint to react to demos, I think is a good thing to throw off the rhythm of Endpoint, because they're not used to playing in the back seat here.
And Virtuoso got lost in rotation there a bit because Metza staying in the play for quite some time. However, Endpoint is getting some extended pressure. Metznaris, though, misses his hit. And the follow-up as well. Econ in the corner gets beat. Demo from Virtuoso will get some space. Infield pass to Relating Wave. And he 50s it through, but Econ was there on the back line and now cleared downfield.
Oh, man.
And that's looked like he had backflipped on accident there. Just some mechanical errors, mechanical mistakes from Endpoint. That is not something that we've seen a lot of in the past.
Yeah, both teams really. Everyone kind of missing stuff that you'd expect them to come up with. Rough start to the day for everyone, probably, but that's okay. Still early on in game one, and that's a nice save from Econ.
We're still in that front half of game one. First series of the day for both of these teams, and it's an elimination series, so really not much time that you have to get in form, because in 3 games it could be over and your tournament could be done. Shooting opportunity for Virtuoso, went far post, well defended, but 2 players jumped. Cryptos off the backboard. Catalysm. Now Virtuoso trying to get it out. Econ backboard pass. Metznaris will deny it. Looks like he got bumped as well. Still got the double tap. Relating Wave upfield. Double commit from TrainHard, but the demo on Virtuoso didn't really matter. Relating Wave will tie things up for Endpoint.
There's that double commit there in the midfield that ties up knots in that TrainHard defense, because I mean, if you both go for it and neither of you make it, you already know where the third guy is. He just tried to punch the ball off the backboard and got denied. So, I mean, you know that nobody's back there. And little mistake there from TrainHard. Everyone trying to do a little too much.
And this hasn't been the prettiest game so far. Both sides making some mistakes, both on the controller input side and also the decision-making side. We are right back to where we started. Another miss from Metza in the corner. Endpoint trying to stabilize now. Metza taking his time, and I like that pinch play. That is going to boom that ball downfield. And now the rebound out to Virtuoso, top corner.
Virtuoso, what a fantastic play here to shoot this ball, because you can watch Catalysm come down the wall, and he's thinking, all right, well, maybe he tries to pass it or, you know, shoot it far post or something. He gives up that top left corner, and Virtuoso, I mean, I'm not saying he's looking directly where the defense goes, but he spotted a gap and he nailed it.
And I even like on the pinch play, he didn't jump into that ball either.
Yeah,
just stayed on the ground, you know, kept his pace constant so his teammate could get that pinch easily. And then staying grounded to be ready for that rebound. Virtuoso, that was a very heads-up play. Another chance. Shot was cut out. Catalysm. The clear out. Econ. Now Metza will try to pop it past Cryptos, but he can't do it. Catalysm off the ceiling and down. Cryptos challenges Virtuoso. Ball kicks back to the midfield. Econ with a hard hit towards the corner. Endpoint's been a little messy in the corners.
Yeah. But they have looked good when they've got the ball on offense. I mean, they've ever since that, maybe 2.5 minute mark or so, I feel like Endpoint really started to fall into a rhythm on offense, even if it wasn't generating the most dangerous chances. But the defense in their own half has really been where Endpoint has had some questions left to be answered.
Does have to hold on for 10 more seconds if you're Endpoint. TrainHard. This will be their last attempt. Econ trying to get it over to Cryptos, but Cryptos was too far away, and Endpoint, despite that shaky start, will finish strong in game 1.
Nice start with the win. Obviously, they understand that, okay, guys, we need to stop missing the ball on our own half. And everything should turn out a little bit better moving forward into game 2. But I thought
you're telling me if I don't whiff in the corner, then I'm making good plays.
Yeah, good things happen when you don't miss the ball in the corner.
Yeah.
But
so Endpoint, though, I think if you're looking at their performance near the end, you started to see a lot of bright spots.
Mm-hmm. So, like you said, that pinch play, Virtuoso, here it actually is. I mean, he just let Metza drive it right into him and even let it just bounce right back to him for a well-placed shot. And that's kind of the benefit of patience when you realize that you've got time, because you can really see what you're working with. And Virtuoso able to execute an excellent game winner.
Virtuoso, a lot of times, that frontline man. Relating wave, gonna give this ball space. Econ into the corner, does get the dunk. Metza will slow it down, only 20 boosts left. That demo's gonna make things more difficult. Econ up. Wanted to go for the double tap, wasn't the right bounce. Cryptos at the midfield will launch it right back. Endpoint running on fumes, barely getting that save.
And they get the transition.
Nice.
I mean, you actually felt pretty good there about TrainHard being able to turn something in, because, like you said, Endpoint was on pretty much empty there. The fact they somehow able to pull out a save here, and now they're in an equally tough spot. And Metza dismounts from the backboard and gets out to it.
But Metza and Virtuoso both on empty. That was something we saw even in the last series. So many times for Endpoint. Metza and Virtuoso on empty. TrainHard. They kept things close in game 1. Just a 1-goal game. Good pressure early as well. Cryptos lob it upfield. Big hit from Virtuoso is going to switch the field, and Catalysm staying in the play, and now Econ wins it to the corner. Metza, high pop. Wave dash, goes for it, dives, uses up all his boost. He's out of the play for a long time. Econ is going to lob it straight back. Cryptos, the redirect, and the save coming out from Relating Wave. Relating Wave had a decent amount of space there.
Oh, they can get this.
Oh!
Yeah,
that hurts. I think we both saw that. The lane was wide open. That was an open net.
Yep. Just couldn't reach it. Virtuoso denied a double tap, but TrainHard again here in game 2. A fairly strong opening move. I mean, they put Relating Wave in 2 difficult spots defensively. Sure, he was able to make both the saves, but clearly something to be said for TrainHard's ability to get the ball rolling early in their favor, even if they can't quite fully capitalize. Nice save from Catalysm there.
And a double tap from Catalysm as well. That'll put some pressure on Endpoint. Catalysm. Flip reset potentially. The demo comes through. He tried to just air dribble it, but Relating Wave was rotating back, and quite a few times Relating Wave has been that last player back, ready to make the save. Econ. Pass. That was a strange hit. Relating Wave was trying to hit that downfield, ended up skipping off his car, going straight back. Metzenar is surprised a bit.
But it could have been something special had Metzenar's been able to, you know, get a hold of it, because all three players were jammed in that corner for TrainHard as Cryptos comes up empty. Virtuoso, soft layup, kicked out. Catalysm again pulls one off the line. And Metza can't finish the job. Cryptos is in a race, and Relating Wave will pull another one out. Virtuoso keeps that up above the bar. And again, Endpoint forced to play defense with a ball coming over their heads.
You know, talk about hanging on by a thread. Virtuoso had to jump immediately and get the perfect read to make sure that goal didn't go in. Relating Wave had to pop that out. That was a close call for Endpoint. And early on, we even saw that chance from Metza where he blasted it high off the ceiling, and then it looked like he wanted to go for the demo instead of just playing the defender's miss. Defender did miss, still didn't get it. But now Virtuoso off the pass from Relating Wave. That was a blistering shot.
And that's all set up by Metzenar doing a real nice job, you know, getting that ball around his net in an efficient manner. Set it up for Relating Wave, bumped it up to Virtuoso, who had just got a demo, so you knew he had space. And Cryptos on the line, I think, might have thought his teammate was going to get a touch, and that's why he was a little bit slow to react.
Now, rebound out. Catalysm, a quick response from TrainHard, and they're tied up.
Another success off the kickoff. Cryptos, this is a decent flick. I mean, Relating Wave had it all the way, but it doesn't matter if you can't get the power on the clear. And close follow-up for Endpoint, but not enough. Catalysm able to get just far enough under that ball to squeeze it around his bumper.
And you feel like it was just a matter of time. TrainHard had kept Endpoint down, kept him low on boost.
Ooh, another one?
Now another chance. Virtuoso can't get back in time. 2 quick kickoff goals for TrainHard.
Econ, that's just a nice challenge. Relating Wave wants to play the ball off the wall, but he doesn't realize it's going to bounce right back out. And Virtuoso, I think, missed boost.
Well, no, what happened was he started to turn playing the challenge. He thought that his teammate, I think it was Relating Wave, was going to be able to get the hit on that and send it downfield. And now the kickoff goal response from Endpoint. What is going on?
We're playing on the teeter-totter here for this one. Virtuoso flips it out to the middle. I mean, that's actually quite a pass, to be quite honest.
Just up and down, up and down.
And let's go to overtime, right? Stabilize everyone. Let's see who wins the kickoff there, right?
Yeah, it'll probably be a 7-second game, or 7-second overtime, rather. And that was a good save from Virtuoso. Low boost for him in the corner. Finally picking up the full boost. Could be a good counterattack. Metzenaris to the corner. Virtuoso with a ton of boost. Goes for the double tap, but wasn't the greatest setup hit. Cryptos off the ceiling. Metza over to Virtuoso. Virtuoso caught in a bit of an awkward position.
Nice.
Clear out to Metza. Catalysm, hard hit off the ceiling. Virtuoso is going to bounce it high off the ground. It bounced off the ground and then the ceiling. And now we've got overtime. Keep your eyes peeled on the kickoff.
Ooh, straight neutral, but the speed from Endpoint. Does it amount to anything? No.
So we survived, at least the kickoff. Double commit from Endpoint. Virtuoso still able to make a play. Now Metza, first touch control. Around one, going for the air dribble. Rebound to Relating Wave, backward bounce. Relating Wave will turn and pop it high. Virtuoso goes for the double. Econ pokes it by. Metza gets demoed, but still won that ball upfield. Rebound out to Virtuoso. Shooting chance, but Catalysm breaks up the play. And now, passing opportunity. Cryptos went for the solo play. Relating Wave all over the place.
Same with Virtuoso. I think both of those guys are trying to shift up into one gear higher. And that's a great punch up the field. And again, Relating Wave called upon. Econ off the backboard, and Metza will bail him out.
And that's bailing him out big time. Relating Wave testing the corner defense. Catalysm did well, and now it shoots over to the other side of the field. I think that touch was rushed a bit.
Yeah, I don't think they realized that Endpoint let that one go. They just turned away, and right after that, they bombed it up the field, and that's a great pass back to Metza. Relating Wave is just going to buy time, and that would have been a pretty one to end it.
And it still might have been enough. Pressure still mounting. Double tap from Metza. It was a light tap to the side. He was so close to finishing that execution. Now rebound out. Hard hit.
That's got to be
off the backboard. Virtuoso's there, and you said it, Achieves. That's got to be in, and it was. Endpoint will win it in overtime.
When you tie him up like this, where you win that challenge uncontested and Kryptos is coming from the wrong side of the net, you gotta score that. And even then, I think Kryptos could have got that, because the only reason he didn't is because he was actually too quick. He went past the ball before it got there.
Well, I think he got bumped. Checking it out on the replay, I think he might have gotten bumped there. But regardless, that was so much pressure from Endpoint on the end. We even saw Metza almost finishing that off with a double tap, but just kept going after net, and eventually it's going to fall. But look at the number of shots. That was 12 shots to 11 in that period of time where we had 3 kickoff goals back to back to back. This was this was an intense game.
And that big difference maker for me here was obviously Relating Wave with the 5 saves at the bottom of the scoreboard. He had to make a lot of difficult saves. And of course, Metza as well made that one big clear out in that overtime where I think it was Virtuoso who got caught in a weird position, just flat-footed, and Metza diving across the goal to make a big save. So defense won that game for Endpoint, in my opinion.
I mean, sometimes though they've been getting themselves in those situations where they've got to make a big save. Now you could prevent or save yourself
all the trouble,
the pain, and the trouble just by cleaning things up a few touches before that.
The beauty of Rocket League is a game that punishes imperfection, and nowhere is that more clear than at the top level.
And it's easy to forget how difficult these plays are and the speed at which they're playing. You don't really have much time to consider multiple options. A lot of times you just have to go with your gut. Kryptos will pop it up. Relating Wave off the ceiling, off the backboard. It needed about 13 more boosts to make that play.
Wow.
Did get the demo, however.
That was really a beautiful hover from Metzenaris on his way back there to deny that transition goal for TrainHard. And honestly, if TrainHard don't come up with a win in this game, I think a 0-3 doesn't really do them justice here. They actually played pretty well, just struggling to finish a couple of those chances.
And they've kept Endpoint on their toes quite a bit this series. Catalysm floats it up. Virtuoso couldn't beat Kryptos to the ball. And a huge stop from Metza. Virtuoso was upfield on a challenge, and Metza had to get there quickly and predict that. Pre-jumped it, still got the touch. Now the shot. Kryptos lobs it over to his corner. Now we're seeing Endpoint get these demos. Relating Wave has Metza in the midfield, passes back. Metza just bullying. You see it there, just stopping in the way of the defense.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I'm going to park here real quick.
But you're absolutely right. Endpoint definitely starting to put the real pressure, but that is a big miss. And here comes free ball for TrainHard. But no support. Catalysm had to take that ball solo. Instantly challenged.
That little hesitation from Kryptos did fake out Relating Wave in the midfield. But yeah, if you're TrainHard in that situation, you really can't let Metza turn and get that touch. You got to be ready to flick that over him. Metza winning a lot of big challenges in the midfield for Endpoint so far in Game 3. Relating Wave going for the bump. Kryptos dodged it. This one's sailing back towards net, easily handled by Virtuoso. He gets demoed. Relating Wave, however, takes possession. Good 50. Couldn't flick it past. Metza will now have a chance. He'll lob it down. Econ going for backboard. Boomer of a response there from Relating Wave. Catalysm. Good challenge in the air. Virtuoso not giving any space to TrainHard as they try to gear up for a counterattack. Now off the ceiling and down, Metza hits it into the corner. Virtuoso waiting for his chance. Gets the corner boost, the pop. Econ will keep it out. Off the ceiling, relating wave, the shot! It finds its way into net through traffic, and Endpoint finally scored.
It tips off of Cryptos here. He realizes none of his team is going, so he tries to take it away, and he ends up putting it over his teammates' heads. Oh, no. That's the worst way to see that one go in if you're a TrainHard fan.
And that was a stalemate for the longest time, or almost to that final minute of gameplay. That was the first goal. Well, that's misread that ball heavily. But now some real estate for Virtuoso. Missed that mid boost, however. Still gets a nice pass off the ceiling.
Goal.
Crossbar bounce. Follow-up shot from Metza. And Endpoint get an insurance goal.
How about this follow-up from Relating Wave? So quick to that ball. Obviously, he's trying to score that, but I mean, when you beat the defense that hard and he gets a free look at it, you know Metza's going to put that one away. Great setup from Virtuoso, great support from Relating Wave, and a beautiful finishing touch from Metza Norris.
And ready. And now pinch. Send it back. Time melting away. TrainHard. They looked pretty flat in game 3.
Stalled out.
That's a good flick. Econ was read by Virtuoso on that play. Pre-jump from Virtuoso. I like the idea. The execution was almost there as well.
He was right on it. Just missed, I think, on the height. Went over the ball just slightly, but you're right. I think Endpoint have finally shown that they have indeed outpaced TrainHard. TrainHard looked pretty good and in giving themselves some opportunities off the kickoff, but after those kind of evaporated, it was really about how consistent can you be. And Endpoint definitely won that fight. Tipped down and kicked out by Cryptos. Great play, but no time left, and that'll do it.
And really, that's what you point to for Endpoint is the consistency. And Relating Wave padding those stats just a bit more at 0 seconds. Endpoint will sweep TrainHard in 3.
Well played, I think, to both teams here. TrainHard, you really did give it an awesome fight. You definitely had some real opportunities to take some games here, especially in 1 and 2. Game 3 got a little bit too far out of hand, but Endpoint was able to show that they have that extra gear that they kicked up into in all the games, I think, with Virtuoso especially, and Relating Wave following behind, and Metza Norris, of course, that strong, consistent third man that they love so much to get from him in that situation. So well played, Endpoint. You deserve the win.
They certainly do, and I think that's what you expect from Endpoint in this situation. What was it? 14% chat had picked for TrainHard, and even the entire desk going with Endpoint this time. So I think Endpoint, that was expectation for them. They started off a bit shaky defensively, but I think, you know, they're going to clean things up as the day goes on. And this, even though they had that small shaky start, they still ended up sweeping. So I think they're going to be happy with the overall result.
Yeah, as they should be. I mean, it's always tough when you lose round 1 and have to go down in the lower bracket, but starting it off on such a concise and well-played note is always nice to see.
Well, we have more Rocket League coming after the break, so stay with us for more RLCS X.